Good morning.
Welcome to today's conversation.
Thank you.
Ayode Maji has said that Tinubu may be the last president Nigeria will ever have if he doesn't restructure the country. What's your take?
That's good morning and thanks for having me. I need start season. God bless each and every one of our followers. Thank you so much. Again, I'll start by my favorite verse in the Bible, John 8 verse 32. Jesus says, "You shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free." You understand? The statement from that elder statesman, and I know that the man is my man, not necessarily because he supported Peter Obi, who is my candidate in the last election, but because the man has always stood for the truth, and he has seen it all. He has experience. He has nothing to be afraid of again in life. God has blessed him everything with good old age. It's around 90 years. So for that man to make that statement, and that statement aligns with my statement, that Bola Ahmed Tinubu should be very careful. You understand? He might be Nigeria's last president. Because personally for me, before I go to Adebanjo's statement, I've never seen for the first time where people are so agitated. You know, I told you, for the first time in my life, I'm seeing group of some Yoruba people now that are saying that they want to do a republic, even under their own son, who is the president. And we'll be talking about this Igbo people, this Biafra issues. And those ones, they are standing on, they are tired of this country because of the injustice, because of the marginalization that has been meted to them. And what is fueling this again is that, you know, in quote and unquote, the Fulani sees Nigeria as their own. They have the mentality of born to rule. They have the mentality of government being favorable to them. Do you understand? So now this is the issue. For the first time, you can see this government looks more like a Yoruba government. I complained about the last government that Buhari's government looks more like a Fulani government instead of a nationalistic government. And that's one thing that I love about the PDP. The PDP, they understood the complexity of Nigeria, the PDP. Those ones, they were ready. They Obasanjo make sure that they pick the best people from various tribes. And that's why under Obasanjo, they were less agitations. Yeah, that continued, Jonathan continued, you understand? But after Jonathan was removed by the conspiracy of some Yoruba elites and the northern people. Do you understand? So now, Buhari came in. I made sure I complained about Buhari that it seemed that you are in a Fulani government. Everybody was criticizing me. You understand? And I told one man yes in Yoruba, I said, you are criticizing Buhari now. That now let us imagine before the election that if Tinubu becomes president and he does the same thing, are you going to criticize Tinubu? He said yes, because he hates marginalization. And now that Buhari, Tinubu is the president, that same man is hailing him. I said, this is the problem that you have. This is the hypocrisy I always spoke against. You can't be criticizing somebody and your person did the same thing. I encourage this. So now, since like in quote that Tinubu is running like a Yoruba government, the Fulani people too, they feel marginalized. That is why they too are now saying, okay. So for the first time in Nigeria, it seems that he may be the last president of Nigeria if he's not careful. He should be very, very careful. He should be very, very careful. We are here this morning that I was criticizing that pastor. I've forgotten his name, Mr. Gideon, Pastor Gideon. When he was saying that the Igbos are the problem of anything, I said no, they are really not the problem. They are not the problem. They've not been in government. And he was saying Calabar is. I said no. You see, for an average Yoruba man, even a Fulani man, a Hausa man, if you are from Edo State, you are Osamudia, you are Ogbemudia. A Yoruba man or a Fulani man sees you like an Igbo man. Even he that is from Cross River State or from Akwa Ibom State, if his name is Abasi, his name is Edet, his name is Obon, his name is Essien, a Yoruba man, a Fulani man that has not traveled will see him like an Igbo man. If your name if your name too, for example, even some part of Benue State, they see them as Igbo people. Do you understand? That's why I said that the Eastern people should come as one. Because I've never seen this amount of agitations.
Under Tinubu's government.
Yes, now. I said,
various, the Fulani, the Yoruba,
yes,
everybody.
I said even for you to see Yoruba person saying, "Otisumi, catch me," You understand that I'm tired that we should separate. It means that the government is not doing something right. That he should be very careful. His advisors, his everybody, they should tell him that what Nigerians have first. See, let me tell you, since I was born, this is the worst Easter. Last December was the worst December. This one is the worst. See, you see, it is good to go out and go to various buses where they travel, those interstate buses. Even they are complaining that people are not going home. You understand? People are they can't afford to go home to celebrate with their families. Now there was holiday from Friday till Monday. Nobody can even take bus and say let me go home and meet my family. Now person wey chop belle full go remember say go meet a family. So this is the worst ever December in the history of Nigeria, Easter in the history of since I was born. It does not look like we are even celebrating Easter anything. I said yesterday was Good Friday, but the fact is to people that is spiritually to Nigerians yesterday that Friday was the worst. There's nothing good about the Friday to Nigerians. I was reading news yesterday. Tinubu said that we should be praying for Nigeria. That he took national rulers and religious that they should stop forcing Nigeria and they should be praying. And I said, let me tell you, there is no national ruler and religious leaders, the clerics, that will cause Nigeria. They are part of the problem, not all of them. Some of them are part of the problem of Nigeria. See, let me tell you, Nigeria is a conspiracy by the politicians, the civil servants, the religious leaders, the international rulers, the elders. Now you are even seeing some activists too. It's a conspiracy. The poverty in Nigeria is planned. It was not God. Yes, I'm telling you the fact. God has given us everything. Tinubu said that Nigeria is flowing with milk and honey. And I like what Olabode George, a PDP chieftain, said to him. Okay, prove that Nigeria truly. He said because truly God has given us everything. We have natural resources. We have gold. We have timber. We have crude oil. We have limestone for making cement. And even the cement in Zambia is lesser than the one in Nigeria. You understand? We have coal. We have everything. Fact again, we now have arable land for farming. But again, the problem we are having is leadership problem. Even farmers cannot go to the farm because bandits won't allow them to go. Now food is on the rise, and now you see the youth, they are in despair. Majority of them are now playing Baba Jebu, they are now playing sport betting to survive. They are frustrated. You see girls of 15, 16, 17-year-old into prostitution. It has never been like this before. In Nigeria, that the poverty, I said poverty is no respecter of tribe and religion. Look at every power everywhere. Do you understand? The poverty in Nigeria is planned. Nigeria was never meant to be poor. But now these people, they have made them to be poor. And democracy cannot work, sir. Democracy cannot work when there is massive poverty and illiteracy. Where you cannot think. You see, poverty will not allow you to think as a human being. There are some people now, if you give them 5,000 and say your father is a bastard, they will laugh because you are not working. They have made you useless. Some people come to defend the government because they are being paid every month 5,000. You understand? So this is the problem. Now, anytime election comes, because they made poverty, they have weaponized poverty. Something happened on Thursday, and I almost cried. I said two things. If somebody tells me that in my lifetime, and the time will come, get the CFA, Frank, the money spent they are spending in Benin Republic will be higher than the naira, I will tell you it's a lie. Now it is happening. In 2001, me and my father, we went to the recipes. We went to Benin Republic. I saw how my father used 6,000 to change large amount of money. If somebody tells me that the time will come that the CFA franc of Benin will be higher than naira, I will say it's a lie. Now look at it. Some Nigerians are now going to work in Benin Republic. How many Ghanaians are selling for pop in Nigeria? Number two, somebody tells me that in Yoruba land, that a time will come that people will line up like Almajiris in the north and be begging. I'll say it's a lie. I saw it. I saw people with plates going to beg cocoa and akara, one akara. As I'm talking about men and children, I said in Yoruba land. Is this the plan of our law for Yoruba land? I gave us free education. that is this industries? How can a group you are so educated, the first ever television station was WNTA in Ibadan, Western Nigeria Television Authority, 14 to 28. We had newspapers. You buy this, we are exposed. So what kind of leader do you have now? That you now see people, they were even beating some of them. They were not lining up. Children and adults. I almost said, what is happening? So this poverty is intentional. That when the election now come, we give them 5,000, 2,000, and all those things. They now vote for their own candidate again. So this is the problem. So Tinubu should be. It should surround himself.
When you talk about leaders in Yoruba land, where do you put the president, Bola Ahmed Tinubu?
I can't. To me, his rating is personally. His rating is. You can't compare Tinubu with Awolowo. There are two different type of people. When talking about Yoruba politics, I will not make sure that my people who went to school. I've just told you some of his achievements. They gave people bursaries. It's not just free education, free and compulsory education. That's why you see a Yoruba man of 80 years old, 90 years old now. They can be butchers, they can be selling meat, they can be doing carpenters, but they can read. But the man gave them free education. You understand? The man started building industries. The man said to himself that if these people are educated, they'll be easy to govern. Now, these present ones now, they're not attacking education. Children now in Yoruba, they want to go to school, they want to become agbero. But agbero now pays more than. But how much is doctor? You're a doctor. Your father sent you to school and everything. Become a doctor. How much are you earning? But a park chairman that can illiterate is earning more than you. Now they are giving chieftaincy titles. Musicians, they are not hailing them. How do you expect the children that are looking up to them? Doctor, nothing. Agbero, something. They want to become agbero. Some want to become smugglers. Some want to become fraudsters, Yahoo boys. Some now want to become cocaine peddlers. Also, they are seen. But was that what I will give to us? No, he didn't. If I educate these people, they'll be easy to go back. So he give them free education. Let us bursaries, go to universities. Even if you have a poor family, you can go to school. Now, can you go to school if you are poor? A country where student loan of 5 billion for it to be passed is wahala. But now they are planning 30 billion to go to pilgrimage because of politics. No subsidy on education, no subsidy on food, no subsidy on medicine. In Nigeria now, there's a way you get sick, you might die. You understand? But there's subsidy on pilgrimage.
90 billion.
90 billion.
Right? The student loan is 5 billion.
But student loan 5 billion don't go because that's a deliberate attack on education. The more the people are illiterate, the more they will be easy to manipulate. You understand? That is what is happening there in the north. That people now go in the morning, you now line up. Why you be giving 1,000? When I was crying yesterday, I was sad. Yesterday, on Thursday, what nonsense is happening in your land? Somebody said, I want you to come will fire you. I can't imagine that in Igbo land that you now see grown up men now line up. I've not seen it, maybe I've not seen it in any video. To be collecting cocoa and I only want cocoa and akara. In Yoruba land. You understand? 90 billion for people to go to Mecca. Student loan. People are hungry. You can't subsidize food. You can't subsidize transport. 30,000 naira minimum wage. I saw a picnic. Well, you can see if you are going to see it. The biggest picnic, the powdered one now is the amount is 65,000. Now, as I'm talking now in Nigeria, minimum wage is 30,000.
65,000.
I'm talking powdered picnic, that big one. That under Jonathan it was less than 15,000. Now it's 65,000. So your minimum wage can even buy powdered picnic. That the biggest level of bread is over 2,000 and your highest cost is 1,000. Look at the massive suffering, massive hunger in this land.
So we are experiencing a decline in dollar against the naira. So we are expecting that some of these prices will come down a little bit.
My brother, if a businessman that bought his good at $1,700, will it not because the dollar has now gone down? Is that going to sell at a loss? No. Then we are going to wait. I said let us wait for maybe like two, or when the dollar is stable, then we cannot be seeing the ripple effect. But again, the two factors, dollar and the amount of fuel. Understand? That fuel subsidy is the problem because it's not because of dollar. That's why from here to Ikeja it's cost because of the removal of fuel subsidy. And who is enjoying the fuel subsidy? The politicians. The only thing that we are enjoying in Nigeria, to remove it. Politicians are enjoying it. They are suffering and everything. We are now putting subsidy on pilgrimage. Now, who are going to benefit from pilgrimage? They are still the same politicians. They are going to give them slots. They are going to make up 90 billion. That 90 billion subsidized education, subsidized transportation. I'm going to see how things just because I tell you the property in Nigeria is intentional. They will make people poor so as to control them. That's why it's very easy to control a person from the north. That's why it's very hard to control somebody from the southeast. Because when I'm full, now can you imagine somebody now come to me and say take 5,000 and do something? How dare you? You can't do it. Till today, so nobody believe that I didn't receive a dime for supporting Peter Obi. Nobody, they can never believe. How much are they paying you? I said 1 naira. I did not see. Some people said no, it's a lie. I said I swear to God, 1 naira I did not collect from anybody to support Peter Obi. 1 naira. 1 naira. They were giving them something here, gari, rice, spaghetti. One time, but I didn't get it. But I knew such a person have a vision, and you can see his vision now in what Alessandro is doing. You understand? You shall know this truth. 2032. We are in the period of Easter, a period of sober reflection for our leaders as Nigerians. You shall know the truth. 2032, and the truth will now set you free.
And we should pray for the country and for our leaders also.
My brother, we prayed for China to be great. In that place, there are less Muslims. Hey, they are not even practicing any religion. So there's no Muslim, there's no really Christian. They are Buddhists. They are getting well. You see, it's not a matter of prayer. It's about leadership. We have leadership problem. Let the leader do the right. I told you as an example here. I said when Hamas, when they strike Israel, look at it as an example. If Hamas were to be like these bandits or this Boko Haram, they now strike the Christians in Nigeria. The Christians will go to church and be praying to the God of Israel to come and save them. But when Hamas struck Israel, Israel did not go to synagogue and pray to anything. They struck them back. Listen, Hamas will never strike them again. Number one. When terrorists, when they went to Russia to kill people, I love Russia, one of the years caught. People were saying, I support it. I'm the kind of person I don't do like this. I support it. An eye for an eye. Immediately, terrorists will not want to come to Russia again. But you know that recently, now they are going to free some terrorists now in Nigeria. Some Boko Haram members now they are going to free them. How can you free killers of people? How can you free people that have made mothers widows, made fathers widowers, made children orphans? So what do you want to pray for? I saw somebody here was complaining yesterday that what do I need my voters card for? You know that after the election, many people they broke their voters card. Many people are taking their voters card now because of bank issues and some things. The voters card now it has become meaningless. I'm telling you, so many people are now giving up on this country. Many people have given up. Nothing good can happen again because of the way the leaders are leading us. It's not about prayer. You can pray one. Let me tell you, we have the most churches in Lagos here. There's no street that you go. You are going to see churches and mosques. In my street, there's 1 mosque, 3 churches. The one I live for is the other street. 3 churches of the same denomination. If you consider a street, you are going to get the denomination. In one street, 3 churches of the same denomination. So we are praying. But when you are praying and they continue to steal, okay, what should I pray for now? That the leaders they should continue to steal. Yesterday, Peter Obi was on parallel fact. There's no way Peter Obi goes, I don't know. Peter Obi complained. Many people don't know God that they ask the phone. People don't know these things. It's not by supporting somebody for money. You support somebody because you love the person and because the person's mentality and life is your own. Peter Obi yesterday complained twice. They hack his phone. They don't want him to join our space. but he joined. He said that he doesn't want to tell us what he's going through in the house of Nigerian government. He said it yesterday. And he said what I've been saying, that how can you say you are building a borehole for 190 million? One borehole, 190 million. Is God going to drink from the water? Are angels going to drink from the water? 190 million for one borehole. So this is the problem. So what are we going to pray for Nigeria about? God has given you everything. The people that don't have half of what Nigeria have, they are enjoying. Nigeria has so much, but gives so little. According to spiritual, he's on Twitter. I love him. The man called spiritual. See, Nigeria has so much, but offers citizens so little. But the other places, they have so little, but they are going to offer you in that little. What is much? Borehole, one borehole, 190 million. One borehole. 90 million. In the midst of poverty. You understand? So what are you going to pray for? Okay, what do you want me to pray for? What do you want me to pray about my leaders for? That God, okay, what has God not done for Nigeria? In Japan, I always tell you, in Japan, last month there was natural disaster, earthquake, the road divided into two, normal and everything. After 2 weeks, the road is back to normal. Natural disaster cannot kill a country. What will kill a country is leadership disaster. The worst form of disaster ever in life, leadership disaster. Go to Abia State now and ask them what they are facing. They have seen disasters everywhere, but now light has come and thank God. So until the leaders, until they get it right, especially our president, if he doesn't want to be the last president of Nigeria, with the way things are going, he should act right. Do appointment based on merit, not on tribe, and make the citizens to have a sense of belonging. Then with that, things will go well. God bless all obedience. Thank you.